Welcome to Cryptic Cove, where we delve into the hidden depths of history and uncover secrets long forgotten. Today, we explore the legendary tale of Billy the Kid and the man who claimed to have brought him to justice, Pat Garrett. Their story is one of fame, infamy, and the enduring mysteries surrounding the death of one of the Wild West's most notorious outlaws. Born Henry McCarty in 1859, Billy the Kid would become one of the most famous figures of the American West. Raised in New York City and later moving to New Mexico, he became embroiled in a life of crime at a young age. By the time he was a teenager, he was already notorious for horse theft and had earned a reputation as a skilled gunman. Billy's criminal exploits were set against the backdrop of the Lincoln County War, a conflict between rival factions vying for control of the lucrative cattle industry in New Mexico. Billy sided with the Regulators, a group of vigilantes fighting against the powerful Murphy-Dolan faction. His involvement in the war solidified his status as an outlaw, and he became a wanted man. Billy's notoriety grew as he was implicated in several killings during the Lincoln County War, including the death of Sheriff William Brady. By the age of 21, he was a household name, feared and admired in equal measure. His charisma and youthful appearance, combined with his reputation as a dangerous gunfighter, made him a legendary figure in the Wild West. As Billy continued his life of crime, law enforcement became increasingly determined to capture him. Enter Pat Garrett, a former buffalo hunter and lawman who had gained a reputation for his tracking skills and tenacity. Garrett was appointed as the sheriff of Lincoln County in 1880 and was tasked with apprehending Billy the Kid. Garrett was well aware of Billy's reputation and the challenges ahead. In pursuit of the outlaw, he cultivated informants, tracked leads, and ultimately located Billy's hideout in a small town known as Fort Sumner. The two men would soon come face to face, setting the stage for a fateful confrontation. On July 14, 1881, Pat Garrett finally tracked Billy the Kid to a darkened room in a home belonging to a friend of the outlaw. In a tense moment, Garrett confronted Billy, who was caught off guard. The details of the encounter remain somewhat murky, but what is known is that Garrett fired his weapon, fatally wounding Billy. In the aftermath, Pat Garrett claimed to have killed Billy the Kid, marking the end of one of the most infamous criminals of the American West. The news of Billy's death spread like wildfire, and Garrett was hailed as a hero by some and a villain by others. However, the story didn't end there. The circumstances surrounding Billy's death gave rise to numerous conspiracy theories and speculations. One of the most enduring theories is that Billy the Kid did not actually die that night. Some believe that he escaped and lived on under an assumed identity. This theory is fueled by alleged sightings of Billy in the years following his reported death. Some claimed he lived in Texas or even returned to New Mexico, leading to speculation about whether he had faked his own death. There are those who argue that Garrett may have killed a body double instead of the real Billy the Kid. Proponents of this theory suggest that Billy had several look-alikes and that he managed to evade capture. This theory often points to discrepancies in eyewitness accounts and the lack of a definitive identification of the body. Some conspiracy theorists have posited that Pat Garrett had ulterior motives for killing Billy the Kid. They suggest that Garrett was part of a larger conspiracy involving local ranchers who wanted Billy out of the way due to his involvement in the Lincoln County War. This theory raises questions about Garrett's loyalty and the political dynamics of the time. The legend of Billy the Kid grew exponentially after his death. Some argue that the myth was perpetuated by those who preferred to see him as a folk hero rather than a criminal. This myth-making process obscured the truth about his life and death, leading to the creation of an enduring legend that continues to captivate audiences today. These conspiracy theories reflect not only the fascination with Billy the Kid but also the broader themes of myth-making in American history. The Wild West was a time of both lawlessness and legend, and Billy's story is emblematic of the larger narratives that shaped the American identity. The death of Billy the Kid solidified his status as a cultural icon. He became a symbol of rebellion and the rugged individualism associated with the Wild West. His story has been immortalized in countless books, films, and songs, contributing to the mythos of the American frontier. Pat Garrett, too, became a figure of intrigue. Though he was initially celebrated as a hero, his legacy has been complicated by the controversies surrounding his actions and the nature of his relationship with Billy. Some view him as a cold-blooded killer, while others see him as a necessary agent of law and order in a tumultuous time. The story of Billy the Kid and Pat Garrett is a captivating chapter in the annals of American history. It highlights the complexities of justice, heroism, and the human desire for freedom. While the truth about Billy's death may never be fully uncovered, the legend endures, reminding us of the stories that shape our understanding of the past. Billy the Kid has been romanticized in American folklore, representing the struggle against authority and the quest for freedom. His life, filled with excitement, danger, and tragedy, has inspired countless tales of the American spirit. In contrast, Pat Garrett's role as the lawman who brought the outlaw to justice illustrates the complexities of morality in a lawless land. In contemporary culture, Billy the Kid's legacy is preserved through numerous films, documentaries, and books, each adding to the tapestry of his myth. His story continues to resonate with audiences, reminding us of the allure of the outlaw and the enduring questions of justice and morality. Pat Garrett, too, remains a figure of fascination. His life after the killing of Billy the Kid was marked by various ups and downs, including political involvement and a return to law enforcement. He faced criticism and controversy, but his role in Billy's story has cemented him as a significant character in the narrative of the American West. If you enjoyed this journey into the past and want to dive deeper into more historical enigmas, make sure to subscribe to Cryptic Cove for future content. Your comments and discussions are invaluable to us, so please share your thoughts on Billy the Kid, Pat Garrett, or any other topics you'd like us to cover.